The Fair Cape brand is very different to any other dairy brand in South Africa. Fair Cape is not only about selling milk. Our tagline is do the right thing. And that tagline is really based on 3 pillars, on a pillar called animal welfare, environmental welfare, and social welfare. So welcome to our farm. You're here on the Fair Cape farm, and all our pillars are really underscored by the fact that all the milk in the Fair Cape fresh milk bottles comes from this farm. It's all single origin. So we're able to really oversee the well-being of our cows and of the environment. So from an animal welfare perspective, we milk approximately 1,700 cows 3 times a day, which is approximately 5,100 milkings, which is a lot. What we're able to do is every single one of our cows are monitored by a band on their back leg, which monitors them for metrics like their weight, the amount of steps that they take, their milk yield, and the electrical conductivity of their milk, all of which are metrics for their health and their well-being at Fair Cape. And in fact, we have a vet on site who will see a cow on a daily basis if there are any problems with that cow's level of comfort or welfare. We affectionately call the bands on the back of their legs cow bits after Fitbits. We have a lot of different activities on the farm around environmental welfare. One of them is that we recycle approximately 120,000 litres of water every day, which is used for the cleaning of the cow stables. The cow dung is separated from the water and is sprayed out over the land, which decreases our use of chemical fertilizer by approximately 20%. And also during daylight hours, all the milking is powered by solar electricity. The cow's housing, which you can see behind us, consists of 4 massive barns. Now the cows are Frisian cows, so they prefer slightly cooler climates. So the barns all have openings at the top and on the sides, and what happens is that with the wind, it drives the hot air up, and on average the barns are about 10 degrees cooler than the rest of the outside. The cows have got a lot of room to move around in and are fed a natural diet with no animal byproducts, and in fact a lot of their diet is actually grown here on the farm. You can see that our cows are a little bit spoilt and love their massages. In coming up with the Fair Cape strategy, we did a lot of research with our consumers, and they told us a few things. They told us they wanted us to be different, and they told us that they really wanted to be able to do the right thing, on a daily basis as they go about their lives. But it's difficult. They weren't sure how to do it. And if there was a way that they were able to do the right thing and help animals or people or the environment while they're going about their daily tasks, that's something that they would really like to have done. And that's when we really developed this Fair Cape brand with our 3 pillars of animal welfare, environmental welfare, and social welfare. Our 3rd pillar is social welfare. And under this pillar, we've created a foundation called the Fair Cape Cares Foundation. And what we do is we partner with a number of really fantastic charities, such as the Saki Bartman Center for Abused Women and Children, such as Atlantic Hope Center for Abandoned Babies, and the D'Urberville Kinderhuis. And what we do is we run a number of initiatives where we aim to raise funds that we can then donate to these fantastic charities. One of these initiatives that we have recently run is the yellow milk bottle labels and caps, which celebrates 2 things. The first thing it celebrates is the fact that our milking parlour is powered by solar electricity. And the second thing was that we won the Petco Award for the Recycling Game Changer of the Year last year in moving our milk bottles from a coloured PET, which is very difficult to recycle, to a clear PET, which is much easier to recycle. We also run a number of other initiatives during the year, such as golf days and soccer days and packs of yogurt that a contribution is made to various charities with every pack that is sold.
As part of the environmental initiatives within the business, for us to be able to use renewable or clean energy has always been one of our long-term goals. And this project realized within the last 2 years. So as you can see behind me, we have approximately 300 solar panels which provide around a peak energy supply of around 100 kilowatts to our milking facility on our farm here in Valgegend. So the renewable energy supply provided by the PV system enables us to milk our herd off the grid during the daytime. Our long-term goal is to expand on the current system, where we have more facilities where we feel we could provide renewable energy, in so doing decreasing our demand for fossil-derived energy and making clean energy the core of our operations during the daytime. We have undertaken a number of other environmental initiatives. Big on the agenda is waste. So we've internally set ourselves a landfill diversion target of 50%, which we've successfully managed to achieve over the past few years. We've subsequently made a few amendments to the manner in which we process our waste, and this has subsequently led to us improving our recycling efficiency, and we've reset our targets now across the business to 60%, and we are confident that we can achieve this going forward. Our business is committed to the preservation of natural resources, and to that extent the saving of water and the reuse of water remains a priority for us. Over the past few years, we've brought in a number of interventions and technologies within our processing facilities to enable the capture and recycling and reuse of water. Our records show that for the past 2 years, we've reduced our consumption of water by approximately 11% in our processing facilities. The well-being of our soils plays an important role in our ability to produce silage crops for our herd. To that extent, we make sure that we are using our manure in a beneficial manner. We have a water recovery system in place at our milking parlour, whereby the water used to flush the parlour floors after milking has taken place is collected and passed through a separator, whereby we are able to extract the solids from the liquid fraction. The solid material can be returned to the land and used as a fertilizer. The liquid fraction is then recycled and taken back to be used again to flush the floors. This reduces the necessity to incorporate any other water sources, and we are continuously able to reuse this water over and over again in a closed loop system, saving approximately 150,000 litres of water per day. We use our manure as a valuable resource to put back into our soils so that we can ensure the production of fantastic silage to feed our cows. Not only is this locking in essential nutrients and minerals into the soil, but also sequestering carbon, which otherwise might have been lost to the atmosphere. In so doing, contributing towards the reduction of our carbon footprint.
In terms of the lessons that we've learned, I think the biggest lesson for me is in terms of being consumer-centric and really listening to our consumers. The Fair Cape brand was one which was developed with our consumer in mind, and in our ear we heard very clearly what they had been saying to us, and they've responded fantastically to our brand. They've really bought into the brand. They love the fact that when they can just buying a bottle of milk or a pot of yogurt, they're also making a difference. And I think a lot of the success of the brand really is due to the fact that we asked our consumers, we listened to our consumers, and then we gave them what they asked for.